It is 10 a.m. in winters, but it doesn't feel like it. It's always dark. And this is when we start feeling bad. Feeling bad, I mean, things feel like they are not in order. They are not how I expected them to be. It feels like there is burden to do any task, a single task for which I have to get up and I have to perform it, even if it is grabbing a glass of water for myself. It becomes difficult. It is so gradual that we do not realize that it is something abnormal. We start feeling lazy. This is how we explain it to ourselves. We feel like we lack energy. Sometimes we might feel that there is no zeal in life. And that's when there comes situations where we feel insufficient. We feel like we are not enough in ourselves right now. We start to blame ourselves maybe. Let's imagine a week of summers where we planned our holiday and we are supposed to go to a beach or maybe to a resort where we want to stay for a week. While staying there, suddenly there is darkness. I mean, lack of sunlight. How are you going to respond to that vacation? Are you going to enjoy that? I mean, can you imagine that holiday as a very memorable in a good way? Maybe not. Because light plays a very important role in humans' life. Generally what happens is, by the end of the day, when our body gets tired, it is related with the starting point of production of melatonin. Melatonin produces in body when we are asleep, but when sunlight is barely present. In the lack of sunlight in the next morning, what happens is our brain considers it that it is still dark. And our body keeps on producing melatonin, and as a result of it, it makes us feel tired. For example, I get up in the morning every day during summers at 8 a.m. But during winters, by 8 a.m. I feel like my sleep was not enough. I feel the need to sleep more. Maybe for extra 1 hour or a couple of hours. Not only that, even evening people who go to sleep late and preferably also get up late suffer the most. This delayed sleep phase occurs in people with ADD, ADHD, autism, bipolar disorder, and depression. Sleep then becomes even more disturbed, and thus in turn can lead to gloominess. Fortunately, there are good treatments for this, like sleep hygiene and light therapy. It is often referred to as a winter dip or winter blues because most people have only mild symptoms. However, some people have more severe symptoms that do cause them to suffer from winter depression. For example, a person may be gloomy or tired or irritable for more than 2 weeks. The cause of winter depression is mostly the lack of light. In winter, the days are shorter, the sun's brightness decreases, and the sun rises later. This affects our biological clock, which can therefore become dysregulated in the fall. In addition to the biological clock, certain substances in the brain also play an important role. One of these substances is melatonin, the hormone that is produced at night and causes you to fall asleep. When the days are shorter and darker, some people produce more melatonin, making them sleepy quickly. What can one do about winter depression. Of course, if you feel bad, if you have bad feelings, you have to speak with specialists. If you feel very, very intensely bad and you cannot contact your GP immediately, if you have suicidal feelings, you can contact 113. For the Netherlands, there is an emergency number is 113. For winter depression, light therapy often helps well, and light therapy has been proven effective for winter dips, winter depression, and a delayed sleep phase. Light therapy works through the eyes and stops the brain's production of melatonin in the morning. This reduces the need for sleep, restores the day and night rhythm, and improves mood. One way to take this therapy is to sit behind a tub of special fluorescent tubes with the white light of 10,000 lux. For winter depression, you do this for 5 to 10 working days, up to 30 minutes at a time, at a set time in the morning. Delayed sleep patterns often require 3 weeks of light therapy. Timing, preferably between 7 and 8 in the morning, is very important in light therapy. This is why there are now mobile light therapy glasses. The glasses emits white or blue light and are similar in strength to the light intensity needed, but the light falls through the glasses into your eyes at close range, so the strength is very low. You can just walk around, get dressed, and have breakfast with the glasses without losing time. As a result, you are more likely to succeed. But also, it is good to spend more time outdoors. Get your daily dose of vitamin D by take a vacation in sun. Keep a journal to document and manage negative thoughts and feelings. Take vitamin D supplements and rearrange maybe your office, or rearrange your couch or your workspace to maximize sun exposure. Eat vitamin D foods like salmon, eggs. For me, what's important, what's useful is fortified yogurt. I mean, if you speak with your GP about it, so this is the time to discuss about your levels of vitamin D, because they are in the position to find what's deficient. If it is in the part of land where I was born, where I grew up, there was enough sunlight, which was helpful in producing vitamin D, and vitamin D is very important in absorption of calcium. So there everything was fine. But if a person like me, who came from a tropical region to spaces where sunlight is barely available during winters, and also 21st of December is the longest dark day. Slowly we are approaching to 21st December, and after that day the length of the days will start increasing towards January or February. If any one of you is suffering due to lack of light, then that's the day. Till that day it is going to be longer, and after that things will be brighter. Also, what are the steps that I can take from my side to not feel bad during this time? Because nourishing my body with balanced meal is a good step. Then I try to dedicate time to self-care. By self-care, I mean maybe taking a nice bath, give a nice hair wash, maybe to arrange my cupboard. I also count it in self-care because it keeps me in order. Also, alarm clock. I mean, what do we call it? Light alarm clock. I make sure that I go out every day. But of course, it's very cold and it's difficult to go out every day. I do not target just to go out for 2 minutes. Instead, my target is to wear enough clothes and to prepare myself to go out. That's the target, and it helps me go out at least, because when I am ready to go, I've put on enough clothes and I've covered myself enough to go out in such winters. I can I can go out at least. So target is to wear enough clothes to go out. I don't know if everybody likes to write about their feelings, but there are few apps available where you can at least keep a check on your mood. By mood I mean you can just simply click if you feel bad, if you feel hopeless, if you feel average, if you feel good, if you feel cheerful, if you feel excited, enthusiastic, you just click there. And if there is any intense emotion, bad or good, you can keep a note of it as well. People also practice gratitude. I will be really grateful if any one of you could share a few creative ways. It is advised that changing or keep a track on, like changing or keep a watch on how your routine is shifting is important in a way that changing routine is good during winters. Of course, it requires a few shifts here and there, because as I told you, it might need you to go out in sunlight for a while, or to take a coffee break, or maybe to meet your friends and families. It's good to meet them. Go for meetups if you don't have any friends here. And of course, last but not the least, ask for support. Ask people in health system wherever you live. They are definitely in the state to help you. They might guide you. They're specialist. And if you lack any supervisor, for example, if you're alone here and you can't go and reach out to a doctor, if you're looking for a help where you need a supervisor, by supervisor I mean anyone who can look after you, anyone who can be there for you if you want to avail any health service. For example, if you want to understand how things work here in the Netherlands, you want to understand where to buy something very necessary, for example, light alarm clock, or maybe a light for light therapy. So if anything you want to know, and if you need a supervisor, you can contact me. Just write an email to me, and I'll get back. Email is simple, happynags@gmail.com. So you can write me. I will try my best to respond and to connect with you. If you are an expat, I'm also an expat, so I can understand maybe a few things that might be making you uncomfortable or feeling bad. So speak up, reach out. Bye.